Hey everybody, it's been a while, but thanks for tuning back in. Today I wanted to show you a little trick. Me and my buddy Ray Gelato, shout out Ray, one of my collab partners, new EP coming out with him here soon. We've been kind of going back and forth about a little trick that we saw on another channel called the Crates Motel. So shout out to Crates Motel. Awesome channel, especially for house heads. Got some really cool drums and MPC tutorials out there. But he showed a little trick on the MPC, and neither one of us had an MPC, so we were trying to figure out how to do it on our Octatrack or our Digitac or our Ableton Move. So I want to show what I came up with for the Move here, and here's our little jam. All right, so we got our little basic groove, and what we're going to do is we want to add like a little stutter or a little ghost note to this. And how I came about doing it is we're going to copy that same note over to another pad. And then we just got a 2 and a 4 beat here. So we're going to do the same thing here. And of course, we're just going to get a ton of phasing. But now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this sucker way down to start. Make sure you're on the second one on the copy. Go into your loop mode. And now if we hold this down, we can nudge those steps off of the bar. So let's hear what it sounds like. It's very subtle. I'll do it too much so you can kind of hear it. Now we can work the volume. And then remember, if we hold down shift, we can nudge 1%. Very subtle, but if I mute it, kind of getting this like little flammy kind of thing. And then of course, you know, depending on the volume you have it at, you can bring it down and bring it back in. Very subtle, but very effective. And I was kind of playing around with the little bit on the hi-hats too. Let's just, for giggles, let's copy this over and see if we can do something similar here. Get out of our loop mode. Actually, that's not the one I wanted. That one had just a bunch of 16ths. Although we could try something like that. Sure, let's just try it and see what happens. So this had, we're going to copy, whoops, we want to actually go into loop mode. Copy that, go over here, and paste that. So now we should have 2 copies of that now too. We'll go ahead and turn one of those down and go in and nudge this off now. You can really kind of hear those kind of shuffling back and forth, right? That doesn't sound great, but when you bring it down. And one of the things I saw also he recommended for shakers and stuff like that is to actually pan one. I don't know if y'all are in headphones here, but we can go to our filter and setup, and we'll take one of these, pan the other one right. Now we're getting a really cool stereo effect there. And that's it. Hear it without. Just a really simple and effective trick to get like layers and bounce and kind of like ghost notes in there. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you learned something. Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Hit me up over on Patreon. Find me on the socials. Have a good day. God bless.